Hello there, lovelies. It's so good to be here with you, design divas and design lovers, lovelies and wonderfuls. It's so good to be here with you once again on a Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm Donna Hoffman. They call me the Interior Design Advocate. I'm one of the leading design coaches in the United States and beyond because I empower design lovers, women just like you, to gorgeously up-level your design results with the phenomenal courses, online courses that I create and that thousands of women have gone through, and oh my gosh, the results are unbelievable. In fact, I can tell you that if you are someone who's gone through one of our courses, we're about to announce in some of our private groups that we're doing another one of the Interior Design Advocate Design Awards. Really excited to see and share with you all of the gorgeous work that my tribe, my peeps, are doing. So we'll be getting some word out to you on that. So today, we are talking about the small kitchen. And I know that if you have a small kitchen, you are very likely thinking, oh, the grass is so much greener somewhere else. And I want to tell you something. Whether your kitchen is a small kitchen, a mid-sized kitchen, or a large kitchen, I will tell you that no matter what, I am always working with families and couples and individuals who are fighting for just that extra 6 inches or 10 inches or 16 inches in any kitchen, no matter its size, because it always seems to be that whatever your layout is, you know, there are doors interrupting you or windows interrupting you just where you hope or wish that they weren't. So I've got some great hacks for you to help you maximize and really throw your arms around that small kitchen perhaps that you're working on. In fact, beyond the tips and hacks I'll be sharing with you now while we're on live, if you go to the blog, you will see, and in Facebook, I've actually posted a link to a blog all about 10 great hacks for small kitchen design. I'll be sharing some things with you now that are not even in that blog. So between what I'm going to share with you now and what you'll have in that blog, you could have a full 15 phenomenal hacks and tips to make life even better in that small kitchen. So first takeaway that I want for you, oh, and by the way, if you have a question about a small kitchen design, please feel free to pop it in. I'm getting waves and hellos on Instagram, and I'm getting some peeps saying hello on Facebook, signing in. Great to see you. So if you have a question, you can certainly pop it in live while I'm on live. I won't be popping back out to answer questions that come in after I've wrapped. Okay. And please, if you do ask me a question, please don't put any higher math requirements in there. Katie and I just got back from a phenomenal design installation. Great, looks so beautiful, but a lot going on. And somehow I had to sleep last night. I worked late. I had one of my private groups going. And then in like 3 in the morning, I'm thinking, oh, tell my student Debbie, blah, 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 blah. Or jeepers, I really have to do blah, blah, blah for my client. I think she'll love that. So I'm a little sleep deprived today. So if you ask me a very intense kitchen mathematical question, you might end up with your refrigerator on the ceiling and a sofa on your island. You don't want any of that. So please, I hope it's not too specific and mathematically involved, because don't know if all the synapses are firing. So what are some great hacks that you can do to make your small kitchen feel bigger, more expansive, and have it breathe even more? Well, there are a couple of things, a number of things you can do. One thing I want to suggest that you do is think about going up to the ceiling. You know, you don't have a lot of space. You don't have a lot of floor space to get rid of, square footage to get rid of or play with. So do some interesting flourishes up on that ceiling. If you're kind of farmhouse in your design style, love, maybe you want to do an interesting flourish of beadboard, really wide or staggered beadboard or shiplap across your ceiling. Why not? Or do a center cutout. Whoop, I've got a low battery thing happening there. Or do a center cutout. If I lose you, Instagram, it's because we're having a battery issue. Let me see even if I can plug you in. Maybe I can. Think I'll throw it off if I plug it in? Yeah, I'm going to throw it off. IG, if I lose you, I love you. I'm sorry. We'll try to restart you. But anyway, you can also kind of do something interesting with your millwork and totally in total, see, I told you I didn't sleep. In total on the ceiling, you know, something great, circular, cool patterns. There's some wonderful tiles that can be used that look like millwork, or you can splurge on some great millwork. So think about doing something marvelous on your ceiling in a small kitchen. Something else where a small kitchen really works to your advantage. If you are a design lover with high-end taste, well, here's your opportunity to do something spectacular with your backsplash or with a beautiful floor tile. Maybe you're loving some of those cement tiles that are really edgy and cool and heavily patterned. Maybe here's your opportunity to step out a little bit, because you're not dealing with a huge kitchen, a large kitchen, or a mid-sized kitchen. Because you're in a smaller kitchen, you'll need fewer materials. Lower material cost means easier on the budget. So that's another benefit of having that small kitchen, but it's also a great flourish you can do to make a small kitchen really come to life. Do something marvelous on the floor or on your backsplash. Something else, let's see, what else do I have for you? Oh, instead of trying to cram an island into a small kitchen, would much rather see you forego the island and instead see if you can work in a peninsula or bar. So for those of you who don't know what a peninsula is, if this is your wall cabinetry, rather than having a freestanding island, you instead take cabinetry and counter off of that wall. So it's almost like you're creating an L. And there's your opportunity. Oh my goodness, I am definitely going to be losing. I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose IG. I don't know. We had like half a phone's worth of battery. Sorry, IG. We just got back from an install and we were really filming a lot of this installation. So we'll do our best with you. Anyway, so, and if I do lose you, head to the Interior Design Advocate website and go to the blog to get even more of our tips, okay, and hacks. But anyway, go for a peninsula instead of an island. Worst thing you can ever do in a small kitchen is try to cram an island in that really cannot fit. Something you can do though, if you say, Don, I really want an island in my small kitchen, make it a standing island. Yep, you can absolutely do a standing island instead of something that would have stools. And that's also a great way to, again, maximize the smallness of a smaller kitchen, but still be able to do something that maybe speaks to your design hopes. But again, seating at an island in a small kitchen can sometimes really push the envelope. You want to try to protect, I think, at least 42 inches of pass-through between an island and your cabinet. National Kitchen and Bath Association says 36 inches is okay, but I got to tell you, that starts to feel really tight when you're in a key pass-through area. So I put that out there to you as well. Also, if you can, how about getting those cabinets to the ceiling? And if you have a soffit that you think is in the way, very often people can do some workarounds with that soffit. Sometimes, even if the entire soffit that runs across your wall can't be broken into, you can have a talented cabinet maker can build a false panel across part of your soffit that can't be interrupted, whereas the rest of the soffit can be ripped out and cabinets can truly be brought to the ceiling. And we've done this where we've built a false, what looks like a false door. It doesn't even open, but it looks like it's something that goes up to the ceiling, but at least we're covering up a piece of soffit area that we just couldn't interrupt. So if you can, get those cabinets up to the ceiling. And if you can't get your cabinets up to the ceiling in a small kitchen, I would say, please do not accessorize at the top of those cabinets. It really starts to drop your ceiling, really starts to make things look a little more heavy, and also can shrink things down. Okay, so those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terrific hacks for your small kitchen. If you have a small kitchen question, I'm glad to take it. And don't forget to head to our blog where you have 10 more great hacks and tips to handle your small kitchen. So I see some questions coming in. I think these are either questions, comments, or threats, but I'm diving in. Susan O'Leary is saying, hello, sorry she's late, no problem, Susan. And she's also saying, how are we able to see some of your finished projects? I would love to see some. Okay, Susan, so aside from our Interior Design Advocate website, which is all about teaching my online courses to yummy, delicious, wonderfuls like you, I also own and run a luxury interior design company here in the Philadelphia region of the United States. So if you'd like to check that out, you know, perhaps my name is Donna Hoffman. You can go to interiorsbydonnahoffman.com. That'll bring you to my website and you can see my portfolio. We are getting ready to shoot this season. We're going to be shooting a 45-room home that we just finished and another gorgeous 4-room project that we just finished as well. And today, Katie, that was the most beautiful, traditional into transitional leaning, sweet space. Would love to shoot that. I don't know if we can get that into our portfolio. But the great thing about what we get to do at my company, we don't just do one look over and over, and it's perfectly valid for designers to do that. It's a great way to work, but we really work to our client's design fingerprint. So we can do a Hollywood glam bedroom for someone, or a rustic modern bedroom for someone else, and then we can do this sweet traditional, very soft botanical feeling living room and sitting room for someone else, and then we can do something kind of edgy and fun for someone else. So hopefully we'll see some range. So thank you, Susan, for asking. Head to Donna Hoffman, Interiors by Donna Hoffman, and you'll find my website. Okie dokie. Missy is saying, oh, and Susan, if you want to see finished projects of my students at the Interior Design Advocate, you can find those at theinteriordesignadvocate.com. And I can't wait to show off more to you once we have our contest running for our peeps, for our tribe. Okie dokie. Plug in the Instagram. It may be fine. All right, so Missy Steiner is telling me I can plug it in. Oh, well, okay, let's see if this is gonna, okay, listen, IG, if you blow up or if I lose you. Okay, did it work? No, did not work. Okay, so why don't I do this? I'm just gonna hold Instagram right there. I'm holding you, like I did at the airport when we had this kind of weird, crazy thing. That looks crazy. That just doesn't work, does it? Oh, technical problems. What did I do? I totally lost Instagram. Katie, can you get IG back? I don't know if you can. Paused. Okay. Instagram, there you are. Okay, this is good. Sorry, Instagram. I'm kind of a technological nitwit, so sorry about that. All righty, so I got that going. It's not my smoothest, but I have other endearing qualities. Lori's saying, I don't know if having a built-in microwave over the range is still in. Are people building them into other spaces other than putting them into the range hood? Yeah. Here's the story. Look, you have to, Lori, you've got to do what your space requires, right? Function first. In design school, it was hammered into us. You've got to go for function, and then you make it beautiful. I was just teaching some of my advanced peeps last night in a private group online meetup that you cannot forego the function of a space to make it beautiful. If you and I partnered right now and built a beautiful small kitchen, but it didn't function well, who cares? You would hate being in that room and you'd be counting down the days until you could redesign it. So we don't want that. You've got to make your functional decisions first, and then, as we were taught in design school, then you make it beautiful. That's your job. So I want you to look at where you can put that. You might want to go for an over-the-counter microwave, or you can try a below-counter microwave, like a microwave drawer as well. Particularly if you're not a big microwave cook, which fewer and fewer people are. I think my mother-in-law makes this kind of cake, Katie, in the microwave in a coffee mug. You've done that? I've never done that. Anyway, it's not like you're basting a turkey. So I think if you're primarily using your microwave to heat up something or, pop some popcorn, you can certainly look to get it below counter or above counter. And this way you have an opportunity to do something very beautiful over your oven. All right, question from Instagram. This is from Ezzy. I'm painting my small kitchen, white top cabinets and gray bottom cabinets. Do you think I can go with a navy on the walls? Ezzy, I would love to know what your design fingerprint is. Just saw a really interesting blog post from a blogger that I really enjoy. I really admire her. But I read this blog post thinking, not agreeing. I don't think that you can give definitive, never do this color combination because it'll look too dark to someone. Because what if with your design fingerprint, you like moodier, broodier, edgier spaces. Maybe really light, bright, you know, over blown out spaces for you look pretty on Instagram on the 9 square, but you couldn't live with it. We have tons of clients who that would be just too intense for them. So Ezzy, if you love the idea of having something really kind of eclectic and bohemian and cool, I love what you're describing. White top, gray bottom, provided that it's the right bottom, right? The right shade of gray with a navy wall. Why not? Especially if you put a little bit of a lacquer on that wall, little shine. That's a great thing to do in a small kitchen as well. Increase the amount of shine and bounce in that kitchen. So hopefully that helps answer you without seeing pictures of what you're talking about. A little hard for me to give you more definitive advice, but that's my initial knee-jerk, sleepless, 4 hours of sleep answer to you. I hope that helps you. Okay, J.H. Grell is saying, what would be the effect of glass cabinet doors in the soffit area? Okay, so adding glass to a small kitchen, it's in the blog post, great idea to do. No, you can't fake glass if it's transparent glass over that soffit, right? So what I'm saying is, let's say this is soffit that you can't cut into, and here soffit you can. So here soffit you can, your cabinets go all the way up here, right? And then over here you have, you know, false trim at the top, and then you literally do a false cabinet door that doesn't move if you have to, or just the lower half moves. I mean, there are a lot of cool things you can do, but you should put your glass someplace else and don't bring the glass up to where that soffited area would be. And maybe you can't do glass, and maybe you're going to do some open shelving instead. Giving away some more of the blog post, but there's still more great things in that blog post, so head over there. All right, let's see what else people are saying on Facebook. Susan O'Leary is in Bucks County. Say it ain't so, Susan. Give me my favorite restaurant in Bucks County. Barley Sheaf Inn. Susan, meet me there for our birthdays. Whatever our mutual birthdays are, we should go. I love it there. A true farm-to-table fabulous experience. Missy is saying 45 rooms. Yes. And I have to tell you, I could not, that home that we just did, beautiful design build, I couldn't wish this type of abundance and grace on a nicer family. What amazing people, amazing in their community, amazing to their church community, amazing to their families, and some of the kindest people I have ever had the pleasure to work for. So heaven bless them. May their abundance and good fortune continue. Liesa is saying, what is the trend for door hardware? I'm getting thumbs up. I love it. What is the trend for door hardware? Is brass back? I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Liesia? Liesia. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right, Liesia. So interesting things on the hardware scene. There is a lot happening. Brass is coming back, but not, and you've seen the golds coming back, but it's not that kind of 1990s brassy, shiny kind of look. It's kind of darkening down a little bit and picking up some shine, and it's also antique washing down. You can see that but now the door handles are still a little bit brighter, rather than a brighter gold, rather than that aged down brass that you're maybe thinking of from about 10 years ago. Some interesting things. There are some faucets out there, plumbing fixtures that are ombre. Do you know what ombre is? At the last National Kitchen and Bath Association, the KBIS show, we saw them starting last year, but they're coming out more. So picture, a faucet for a sink, and at the base, it's a warm gold, and then as it comes up, the metal starts to turn and it gets a little bit more silvery, and it's really exciting looking. Honestly, as a designer, we've been mixing metals in kitchens for the long haul, so I just think that's another great opportunity to keep mixing those metals, and I want to encourage you guys to do that as well. Question from Instagram. Katie is doing a great job with the questions from Instagram, and Katie has a sore throat, was out with strep throat last week. Girl took one for the team, working hard, writing out the IG questions. We got to get Katie out of here, so we're going to have to definitely end on time. Ezzy's saying, thank you for your answer. Do you want to see my finished small kitchen? Ezzy, I got to be honest with you. I am designing so much in my private practice and so much for my, I'm design coaching all of the students in my courses. I don't have the bandwidth for you to post pictures of your work in our public page. You're welcome to do that so that the community can weigh in. But I want to be honest with you, and I want to really manage your expectations. The likelihood that on our public Facebook page or through Instagram that I could take the time to look at your project work is pretty slim to none. There are thousands of you guys and just one of me. So I as an artist, I'd love to see what you do. But I want to be honest with you. Chances are it will get just flooded in my inbox. It's really the students who take our courses who have access to me and our tribe and our private Facebook groups, one for the Decorating Genius System course, one for the Design CPR course, and I'm also taking a great group of women through the the Window Boss course right now. Oh, really great private group there. But we're busy looking at all of that. So I'm sorry, Ezzy, I just want to manage your expectations properly there. Alrighty, more questions. Oh dear, what am I doing? Sorry, Instagram, forgot I had a wire there. I'm wired. Okay, I really am wired. This is bad. And now I'm all tilty. Poor Instagram. You guys get the weird shots, this craziness. Now, there you go. I think that's it. Are those all the questions? Ezzy's saying no worries. She's just asking. Ezzy, I'm sending you a big hug, kiddo. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. And I'm so happy you're here with me in this Instagram Live. All right, listen, dolls. I'm amazed I was able to string 7 words together. So I'm glad I could. Little bit crazy. Like I said, sleep deprived, crazy day in the studio. I'm so happy to be with you. If you have a question, last call, pop it in now. Otherwise, we're going to zip it up, wrap it up. And next week, we are going, hey, Katie, can you get out the super fancy schmancy graphic? Super fancy schmancy. Next week, we're talking about, oh, this is a good one. We're talking about how to reinvent a piece of artwork with your framing. Oh my gosh, we do this all the time. We leave budget in our projects for specifically a line item called reframing. That's how powerful reframing can be. Can't find the super fancy schmancy graphics, so I'll tell you right now, hey Facebook, if you're not following us on Instagram, girlfriends, what you doing? Follow us please at IDH Design. No, that's the wrong one. Follow us at decorating.genius. That's at decorating.genius. Hey, if you want to see the installation that we did today in our luxury design company, by all means, head to that Instagram feed, to my Insta stories, and that is at IDH Designs. That's at IDH Designs on Instagram to see what our luxury design company is up to. And you can see a quick story on poor Katie's search for the graphic. It's your sore throat. That's why you can't do it, Katie. Don't worry about it. I got you. Anyway, if you go to at IDH Designs, you can see the craziness that we were getting involved in today. It's not crazy. It's actually really pretty. It's just crazy here in the office. All heck is breaking loose. Okay, no more questions? That's it? Wait, is there one more question? No, wait, hold on. Hold the phone. Lori's saying, I decluttered 2 rooms last week and you bought fresh flowers today. Lori, I'm giving you a big hug. Lori was here at the live feed, 4 p.m. last week, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and she took her assignment, decluttered 2 rooms, and bought fresh flowers for one of them. Lori, I want those fresh flowers in that room every week now. And how you feeling, Lori? I want you to tell me right now. I'm not going to leave until you tell me how that beautiful change in your home is feeling. I'm seeing thumbs up, so I'm guessing that's from Lori. But Lori, you can send me a comment. Mary's saying, I would love to learn more about lighting. Okay, we can do a Facebook Live on some lighting. You'd like to learn more about deciding on pieces. Would you consider doing more training on lighting for us? I would. There's only so much I can accomplish in a Facebook Live, because if I really were to take you through lighting the way I'd like to, Mary, I would want to I'd want to plan a whole lesson for you with a lot of visuals and things, but maybe that's something I can add to one of our courses. Mary, I think you're one of my students. I think I've seen your name either in Design CPR course or in decorating genius. Let me know which one. You can instant message me. I can certainly look to put something together in our Facebook Live calendar. We're pretty planned out, but would love to hear what you guys want us to talk about. Lori Jarrett Lewis is telling me, I'm spitting all over myself. I'm making an idiot of myself in this Facebook Live, Instagram Live. I'm sorry. See what happens when I'm sleep deprived? It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. Anyway, Lori is telling me she feels fantastic having taken the homework assignment from last week. Lori, that's a hug for you. I love it. Nicely done. Okay, I'm getting a lot of waves from Instagram. I'm going to stop torturing all of you with my presence today because next week when I'm with you, I'm going to be talking about how to reframe and really reinvent your art amazingly. So you remember to protect some project dollars for that. And I promise I will not be sleep deprived next week when I see you, and I will make more sense. And I got it under wraps. And Instagram will have a fully loaded iPhone. So none of this craziness with the wires and the things and the stuff. Okay, dolls. Big hug to everybody. It was absolutely great being with you, and I'll see you next week, 4 p.m. Eastern, for another live on Instagram and Facebook. See ya.